My fiancé kept delaying our wedding, and when I finally learned why, I was in complete shock. Sarah and I have been together 2 years, engaged for 1. We picked a spring wedding date, booked the venue, then the delays started. First it was, I want to lose weight for my dress, let's push it to fall. Then, winter weddings are more elegant, let's do December. Then, let's wait until we're more financially stable. Every time I asked why, she had an answer that made sense. I thought she was just anxious. My dad had been dealing with some health issues that year. Nothing critical, but enough to worry us. Sarah was always asking about him. How was he feeling? Was he still running the business? Had he updated his estate planning? I thought she cared. I was wrong. One night, her phone lit up on the counter while she was in the shower. A text from M popped up. Has he gotten the inheritance yet? Don't marry him until it's locked in. My stomach dropped. I grabbed her phone. The passcode was my birthday. The messages with Kevin, her ex, went back 8 months. He's clueless. His dad's getting old. Probably won't be long. Once he gets the money and we're married, I can file for divorce and we split everything. They had a whole plan. Marry me, wait for my dad's inheritance, then divorce and run off together. I was just a wallet. Every conversation about my dad's health, his business, his assets, she wasn't being supportive. She was calculating. Then I remembered something. 3 weeks earlier, she brought up prenups over dinner. Prenups actually protect both people. We should consider it. At the time, I thought she was being mature. Now I realized she was testing me, seeing if I'd protect the money. I didn't confront her. Instead, I called my cousin Jack. He's a lawyer. I told him everything. He said, let's trap her. We drafted a prenup with ironclad terms. 0 claim to inheritance, business assets, or property. If we divorced, she'd leave with nothing. Next morning, over coffee, I brought it up casually. Remember you mentioned prenups? I had my lawyer draw one up. We'll both get our own lawyers to review it. Her smile dropped. Both lawyers? That seems aggressive. I shrugged. You suggested it. If we trust each other, signing shouldn't be a problem. Her hands trembled. Maybe we should wait. We trust each other. We don't need lawyers involved. I leaned forward. Or maybe you're planning something else. She went pale. What's that supposed to mean? I stayed calm. It means if you see a future with me, you wouldn't be scared of a prenup. She exploded. Started yelling about trust, how love isn't about contracts, how I was being paranoid. That reaction told me everything. I pulled out my phone, opened the screenshots, slid it across the table. Want to explain these messages with Kevin? Her face drained of color. She tried grabbing my phone. It's not what it looks like. Kevin is just an old friend. I laughed. You literally wrote once he gets the inheritance, we can leave. That's not friendship. That's scheming. She went quiet. Then she started crying, but I couldn't feel anything anymore. The person I thought I knew, the one I'd planned a whole life with, never existed. I kept thinking about all the times she held my hand when I was worried about my dad. All the times she said, we'll get through this together. It was all fake. Every word, every touch, every promise. She saw my vulnerability and turned it into a business plan. I told her to leave. She didn't beg this time, just stared at me with this empty look and said, you'll regret this. I shook my head. The only thing I regret is not seeing you for what you really were. She packed a bag and left that night. My dad isn't dying, by the way. He had a health scare, but he's completely fine now. Healthier than ever, actually. Still running his business. Probably got decades left in him. She'd been waiting for something that was never going to happen. I told our families everything. Sent them the screenshots. Her parents stopped calling me. Her friends went silent. I blocked her on everything and tried to move on, but it wasn't easy. I kept replaying moments in my head, trying to figure out where I missed the signs. How many conversations were lies? How many I love yous were just her checking if the investment was still worth it? About 4 months later, I saw on social media that she's back with Kevin. They're posting pictures together, looking happy. Part of me wanted to warn whoever they're targeting next, because I know that's what they're doing. People like that don't just stop. But I realized it wasn't my problem anymore.